The arena buzzed with electricity, a living entity of sound and color, as thousands of fans chanted, waved flags, and waited with bated breath. The lights danced across the ring, casting long shadows that made the fighters appear larger than life, gladiators, poised for war. On one side stood Keith one-time Thurman, his gloves snug, his eyes scanning the crowd with calm, lethal focus. Every muscle in his body seemed coiled, ready to explode, his journey of discipline, speed, and precision culminating in this very moment. On the other side, Jesus Soto Karass, the gritty Mexican warrior, stepped forward with fire in his eyes, fists clenched, chest heaving, carrying the weight of his country and the pride of every underdog who had ever dared to defy odds. The bell rang, slicing through the charged air like a knife, and suddenly the anticipation transformed into kinetic energy. The first exchanges were a tense dance, Thurman's measured jabs probing for openings, Soto Karass's wild hooks testing the waters. The crowd gasped at every touch, the tension building like a storm on the horizon. Each fighter circled, neither giving an inch, every movement, feint, and swing a question. Who will dominate? Who will crumble first? The early rounds set the stage, a chess match played with fists and courage. The outcome still hanging by a thread, unseen, but felt by every soul in the arena. By the middle rounds, the fight had transformed into a full-blown war of wills. Thurman's precision began to carve through Soto Karass's defenses, jabs snapping, crosses punctuating the rhythm of combat, each combination executed like a painter's brushstroke, deliberate and beautiful. Yet Soto Karass, the storming Kana, refused to yield, returning furious hooks and body shots that landed with resounding impact, rattling the audience and the fighter alike. Sweat mixed with blood, and the air seemed thick with raw determination. Each strike echoing the warrior's dedication, resilience, and hunger. Thurman's footwork became a dance of dominance, cutting angles, creating openings, while Soto Karass charged forward, a relentless force refusing to be contained. Every punch carried consequence. Every missed shot heightened suspense. Fans were on the edge of their seats, shouting, holding their breath, fully immersed in the drama unfolding. Then came the moment when the tide subtly shifted. A crisp right hand from Thurman grazed Soto Karass's chin, and for the first time, the Mexican warrior wavered. The crowd erupted in disbelief and awe. Momentum swung like a pendulum. The storm and the precision clashed in a symphony of power, courage, and strategy. The atmosphere crackled as though the arena itself could sense that one decisive blow could determine the destiny of this fight. And then it happened, the turning point that would define the fight. Thurman, reading Soto Karass like an open book, launched a blistering flurry. Jabs, crosses, and hooks rained down in rapid succession, each connecting with pinpoint accuracy. Soto Karass tried to counter, swinging desperately, hard blazing, but the relentless precision of Thurman was overwhelming. The crowd rose to its feet, voices merging into a single roar as the Mexican warrior staggered under the force of the assault. Time seemed to slow. Every eye followed the chaos of punches, the ebb and flow of power, the clash of two indomitable wills. Then, the decisive moment. A perfectly timed right hand landed with surgical impact. Soto Karass's legs buckled, his balance betrayed him, and he teetered on the edge of collapse. The arena gasped as Thurman pressed the attack, sensing the final opportunity. This was more than a physical fight. It was a battle of heart versus strategy, chaos versus control. The tension was unbearable, each second stretching like eternity. Every fan in the arena, every viewer watching the highlights, could feel the stakes, the danger, and the approaching climax. It was clear that this confrontation, this meeting of power and resilience, was about to be decided in a single, explosive moment. Then it came, the knockout. Thurman delivered the final thunderous right hand, a strike that seemed to echo through every corner of the arena. Soto Karass crumpled to the canvas, the world momentarily silent, then erupted into chaotic cheers, screams, and applause. The referee counted, but it was already over. Thurman's hand was raised in victory, his face a mixture of exhaustion, triumph, and respect for the warrior who had tested him like no other. Soto Karass slowly rose, dignity intact, eyes reflecting the heart and courage that had carried him through this brutal battle. Fans waved flags, shouted names, and celebrated the sheer spectacle of human will and athletic excellence. Replay showed the precision of Thurman's punches, the resilience of Soto Karass, and the intensity of a fight that would be remembered for years. This wasn't just a knockout. It was a story of strategy meeting courage, of discipline confronting chaos, of warriors pushing the limits of human spirit. As the crowd slowly dissipated and the arena lights dimmed, the echoes of punches, shouts, and the fight's drama lingered in the air, a reminder that boxing is not just sport, but art, brutal, emotional, and unforgettable.